So hey guys, I've got a question for you. Are you a night owl or are you an early riser? I happen to be on the early side of things. In fact, I get up at 4 a.m. and some people that know about that say, David, okay, we know you like to get up early, but 4 a.m., what's that all about? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Mountain Man. This is the channel where we help good men do great things. First in here, then out there in the culture. If that's you, I hope you'll subscribe and hit the notification button right now before you forget about it. Listen, guys, I get up at 4 a.m. every morning, and I like it. I used to get up at 5 until a few years ago. I used to get up at 5 a.m. Now I get up at 4 a.m., and it really works for me. And I want to tell you, there's really three key things I'm trying to accomplish by getting up at 4 a.m. First of all, by about 4:15 a.m., obviously you got to get going. By the way, guys, you'll see people who say, here's my morning routine, and there's a lot of those out there on YouTube. I think you can learn something from all of those, but anybody who tells you that they follow the same routine every day is probably not being, totally truthful about that. These routines work well, but sometimes you get too much detail into them, and they might work in this couple months season, they don't work in the next couple months season. But these three big objectives have stayed with me for years, and I need to get up at 4 o'clock to get these three big things done. Number one, I want to know what's going on in the world. So by about 4:15, obviously I'm up at 4, I get my coffee, whatever. By 4:15, I want to be into the news. Now, I know it's popular, especially for Christians right now, to be tuning the news off. I totally disagree with that. I think you need to, the worse things are out there, the badder things get out there, the more you need to know what's really going on so that you can be challenged. Gosh, am I doing what I should be doing to help impact my culture, my society, my world? So definitely dig into the news. You need 4 or 5 good news sources. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video. That's not the point of today, but I want to know what's going on first. And so from about 4:15 till about 5, that's what I'm drilled down on. And now, honestly, there'll be other days when I'm a little bit more, I know what's going on, and I might take that first slot and do some research on something that's of interest to me. But this is an information gathering time, this first slot, and mostly it's about the news. Secondly, I need time with God, okay? So from 5 to 6, I'm doing two things primarily. I am reading the Word of God. And if you're a Christian man, if you're not, I hope you'll still subscribe to this channel. You're going to learn a lot of stuff. But if you're a Christian man and you're not in the Word, you're not going to be growing. You're not going to be strengthening that inner man. And you can't, therefore, have the influence on the culture that I hope you'll want to have. You can't even have the influence on your family. Now, we're going to pull that particular thing apart in a future video, what reading the Word of God does for a man, how it strengthens your spirit and so forth. But I spent about half that hour reading the Bible, and I spent about half that hour in prayer, and I've got a whole series coming on some thoughts on prayer. That'll change your life whether you're a Christian or not. It'll open your eyes on some stuff. As you might have noticed by now, I'm a hardcore follower of Jesus Christ, but I'm not very stuffy, I'm not very religious. So I would encourage you, if you're not a believer, if you're not a follower in Jesus Christ, hang out on this channel. You're gonna hear some things you might not think you would hear on a Christian channel, so-called. So the second hour is devoted to my time with God, and I'll explain more in future videos a little bit more about that. And then the third hour is preparation, okay? So this is like 6 to 7. Because by 7, I want to be into it. I want to be in the saddle, whether it's outdoor work or whether it's office work or whether it's travel, whatever. I want to be, so 6 to 7 is preparation. Now, I'm big on strategic planning, I'm big on preparation, but for purposes of today, I want to share there's two things I really do in terms of prep during that time slot. If it's long-term planning, I'll do that during the day. But during that time slot from 6 to 7, I want to be thinking about my day. What are my appointments coming up? What's on my calendar? All that stuff I want to be preparing to hit the ground running at 7, okay? Now, part of that preparation, though, is preparing to serve others. I ask myself every morning, how is what I'm doing today impacting my wife, my children, any fellow workers, and anybody out in the culture? How am I impacting others? What am I doing to serve? A servant gets up before, if you had servants in your house, they get up before sunrise because they're going to get breakfast ready. They're going to get whatever ready for the day. So if you get yourself in that mentality that you're a servant to your wife, you're a servant to your children, you're a servant to your employees or your suppliers or your fellow workers or whatever sphere you're in out there, that you're a servant to them. So you're asking yourself, how can I prepare? What can I do to have a better attitude, to have a better impact on those people I live with and those people I work with out in the culture? So that brings me up to 7 o'clock. By 7 o'clock, I want to be in the saddle, whatever that means for the day, and I want to be productive. I want a powerful, productive 5 hours in before noon. Now you ask, hey David, don't you work out in the mornings? How do you get in shape? How do you stay in shape? Sometimes I do. Sometimes that will come out of that third session prep for the day. I might exercise 2 mornings a week, but honestly, I exercise more late afternoon or evenings. And also, and I'll talk about this more in future videos, all my workout is not in the gym. I only get 1 to 2 workouts in the gym a week. My workout is what I call farm aerobics, and we'll do a whole video on that as well. So there's plenty of ways, and walks and runs, time on the mountain, the exercise you get there, time hunting and all this kind of stuff. So there's more than just the gym for getting in shape and staying in shape. So, hey guys, I hope this has been helpful. If it has, I hope you will subscribe and hit the notification. And as I ask in all my videos, please share this with your friends, especially your guy friends, of course, your pastor, your brothers, your sons, your father, anybody, any of the guys in your world. I hope you'll share this with. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next video.